Hey, good morning, folks. Let's get this Friday weather party started. How about that? Hey, good morning. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me this morning on the morning MLive weather update. And we have some snow falling in the southwest part of the state. Already 3 inches, 3.3 inches reported at Schoolcraft, which is about 15 miles south of the Kalamazoo area. And that snow will be sliding to the east. So I'm going to talk about that, how much accumulation you can expect. It will be changing to rain as we get into the afternoon because, hey, it's April 17th. So the sunshine's got to do something, even if it's above the clouds and you can't see it, to warm us up a touch, at least above freezing enough to improve road conditions in the south. And bear in mind, 2/3, 3/4 of lower Michigan and the rest of the UP not having any snowy precipitation. Hey, let's just say some hi to some folks before we get going. Good morning, Nancy Ginsberger. Good morning to you, and good morning, Sarah Hutchinson. Happy Friday. Hey, you know what? I'm not letting a little chilly weather get me down. I'm going all tropical. So here we go. I thought we'd start with this. I found this on Twitter, and it's great. The world's largest roll of toilet paper made out of snow. They did this in Iowa. How creative. Let's see something out of Schoolcraft where you have 3 inches. Let's see the world's largest something or other. How about the world's largest beer bottle or the world's largest margarita? Something like that. All right, so here we go. We have a winter weather advisory in the purple shaded areas. So it's just the one row of counties basically in the southern part of Michigan under that winter weather advisory for still a couple more inches of snowfall. Here is the radar. And again, the green is where the snow is reaching the ground. On the northern edges of that, you see a lot of blue up to Lansing, and that's probably not reaching the ground in a lot of places. Usually the darkest blue reaches the ground, the medium blue and the light blue don't, or just a flake here and there. Hi, Kathy Bacon. Good morning. I like your last name. And Karen Tucker. Good morning, Davison. All right, so radar forecast through the day keeps the snow, let's call it I-69 southward. And we're at 1 in the afternoon, and there you can start to see how it transitions over to rain, because even in the coldest spots where the snow is falling heaviest, you'll still get to 35, 36, 37. And roads reportedly also, by the way, at Schoolcraft where they have 3 inches, roads are slushy with about a ½ inch on them. So in a couple of hours, it will improve dramatically there. Just hey, maybe don't get in a real hurry if you have to essentially drive somewhere. And as we go into the afternoon, just a scattered rain shower here or there, but generally we're looking at dry conditions. Oh, let me get Michigan where you can see it for you. Okay, there we go. Temperatures today. This is off of that high resolution rapid refresh. And again, as we get to noon, you know, the coldest spots under the snow, still 34, 35, but snow has a tough time sticking at that point. And then as you get out of the clouds from Saginaw to north of Grand Rapids northward, temperatures are actually warmer, kind of an inverse temperature pattern than what we normally have at this time of the year. And as we go into the afternoon, we're into, well, let's call it the low to mid 40s. Over much of lower, except for the far southeast where you have that precipitation and it holds down into the 30s. Total snowfall, here it is. And, you know, I'd call it another 1 to 3 inches from I-94 southward. Ann Arbor, you're probably going to get an inch out of this because it's going to get to you when the temperatures have warmed. Jackson, you might get an inch, maybe 2 inches out of this. And the southwest corner might get another inch or two or so. Detroit, maybe an inch, but it's probably on the grass. Probably just enough to disgust you. You know what I mean by that? Where you go, we don't need this at this time of the year. All right, now here's the highfalutin European model with all kinds of squiggly lines. Why? Because I'm a meteorologist and we make it too complicated. But I want you to get some things out of here where you see areas of green and blue. That's the model adding up 6-hour amounts of precipitation. Where you see the red lines, those are warmer temperatures. Where you see the blue lines, those are colder temperatures. And that's kind of what we're going to focus on, is how much precipitation is on the way. So this is into Saturday, and we get ourselves a little bit of a warm-up before a cold front comes through from the northeast. Has a weird name. We call it a backdoor cold front because it's coming from the northeast. All right, Veronica Richard, good report. Snowing in Ann Arbor right now. Melissa White, Ionia, probably an inch or two, something like that. Good morning, Rich Spranger. Can I get into Richfield County Park to walk my dog? I think we are supposed to be able to walk our dogs, aren't we? I haven't really kept track because I just stayed at home. So here we are into Tuesday. Another secondary cold front comes through. So we got about 3 cold fronts before we start to really warm up nicely. And then as we go into Wednesday, another one of these dropping in from the northwest. But then about Wednesday or Thursday, the flow starts to change and the cold starts to lift out and the warmth starts to kind of well up. Not a big, huge surge, but something that takes us to 60s on occasion by probably the end of next week or next weekend. There's another system, a quick little one-day cool down. Let's go all the way out to the end of it, 10 days out. We're at April 26th, Sunday, April 26th there. And if it turns out to be like that on April 26th, that means we're heading into spring because the cold air has retreated and the warm air is coming in, and we'll have a lot of 60s after that. Can you handle that? I think you can probably. All right, high temperatures for the next 7 days. Show you the warming trend. We want to keep you optimistic here on MLive. You know, the weather department and the news department, glass is half full, especially in the weather department. Usually half full of rain or half full of snow, but it's half full of something. All right, high temperatures today, far south into only the upper 30s. Ann Arbor, your upper 30s. Detroit, your upper 30s. Kalamazoo, Jackson, your upper 30s. And then you get just to the north of that, and not bad. We're talking low 40s through the Saginaw area to Grand Rapids, and we're talking mid 40s as you get to the northern half of Lower Michigan, Traverse City and Gaylord and Posen. Yeah, Posen. That's right. Saturday in the 50s. We'll call it low to mid 50s. Sunday, depends on where you're at. Low to mid 50s southern half. Cold front coming through cools the northern half, cools the UP into the 30s. So big spread in temperatures in that case for Sunday. Then we'll go into Monday. Maybe, if my computer will go into Monday. This is where I tap dance. Maybe it won't. Okay, there we go. All right, Monday we're 50s. Tuesday we're about 50-ish, colder in the north. And I got to show you Wednesday and Thursday because it looks like things will be better there. Maybe I'll be able to show you Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe not. Well, things will be better. We'll be approaching 60 degrees by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. There we go. Wednesday and Thursday. You're starting to see some yellow on the map. We like yellow. And just one last thing for you. Extended forecast, 6 to 10 day, shows the cold starting to work its way off. Let's go 8 to 14 day, and we are normal. And by that time, normal is pretty nice. That is, let's see, what dates is that? That's April 24th to April 30th. And at that time, normal is in the low 60s or so. So there you have it. Hey, I want to say hi to a few more people. If you want to drop off, fine. I'm just going to say hi to people. How does that sound? Hey, good morning, Mary Farley. When is the cold weather going to go bye-bye? I would call it, this is a cold, a chilly day. When is it going to go bye-bye? Really starting tomorrow, but it'll get to the 60s by the end of next week. Good morning, Lynette Sauber, and good morning, Bobby Mumford Jr. from Ypsilanti. 70s soon? 70s are probably going to be a couple of weeks into May. Dan Dean, when is it going to get 70? I'd say this is a slow progression, which isn't a bad thing. And I'd say it's probably going to be mid-May before we get a few 70s. Good morning, CJ Brimmer. Brenda Daw, hi to you. Corey Shelton says, beautiful sunny skies, Gaylord. Yeah, right now, snow in the south, sunshine in the north, opposite normally of what it is. Hey, Matthew Grosco, good morning. Traverse City, sunshine. Open the pool soon, Denise Daniel Smith. Better have a heater on it. When I was a younger guy, I worked in greenhouses a lot, and we started building those hoop greenhouses, where we'd take this big tubing and we'd put it into a bender and it'd make a hoop. So we put one of those over the top of our boss's, the owner of the greenhouse's pool. And it was great because we could swim in that pool from about May to November. This is on the north side of Chicago. Good idea if you can get one. So there you have it. I'm going to come back to me here and just say goodbye for the weekend to you. No nasty weather that you have to see me. I know you want to see me on the weekend, but when you don't see me, it's a good thing. Kind of like if Jim Cantori shows up in your town, Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel, a great meteorologist, storm chaser. If he shows up in your town, you go, uh-oh, we better get the bread and the milk and the toilet paper and batten down the hatches because something's going on. So have yourselves a great Friday. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me this morning on the MLive Morning Weather Update. We do it every morning. Watch it a couple of mornings, then Facebook will say, hey, that person wants to watch this, and they'll notify you and also allow notifications from MLive. That's another way to do it. Take care. Bye.